Hello, viewers. Welcome back to Space Haven, where we join Emerson, Jimmy, and Madeline and Tala aboard the HSS Horus. In the previous episode, we began to dismantle the contents of the HSS Cordelia. Emerson nearly ran out of oxygen, but it appears there is a way to replenish your oxygen on board a breached, abandoned ship. So we were scared for him for no good reason. He survived. He did get a little bit exhausted. And if we take a look at his conditions, I'm sure it's going to say spacesuit fatigue and low energy. Otherwise, he seems to be doing pretty well. His overall mood is high. Overall mood of the rest of the crew is a bit higher. As they continue their rest for the night, a new ship has jumped in. It is a Slavers Guild ship. We will trade with them. We'll try not to antagonize them yet. But our shields are still complaining about missing energy cells, but I did notice that our shield bar here is up to full now. So there was a way that actually showed the numeric value of this, wasn't there? Maybe it was here? Yes, here we go. So now we have matching hull stability and shields, which means hopefully a solar flare will have a harder time of catching our ship on fire. Although the next time we jump into a solar flare, I think we're going to be a little better prepared than we were that first time, now that we know what's coming. It would be nice to put a scanner so that we'll have some kind of information about when the solar flare will strike. It'd also be nice to have some weapons so we can defend ourselves against the pirates. Until we have those, though, we're going to continue exploring derelicts and hoping to find more crew. Taking a look at systems, we can see that the scanner has no missing resources, so we could build one of those right away. Likewise, energy turret, no missing resources, so we are ready to build an energy turret. Question is, should we do that? We won't have enough space to put a weapons console, so before we build turrets, I want to expand our bridge area a little bit. Maybe turn this into a corridor and separate a wall off our sick bay here. Maybe make a place to add hyper sleep chambers. Let's take a look at the hull while the crew goes about their business. It looks like Tala's missing, so I'm guessing she's over collecting from the other ship. Yep. Good girl. We will also take a look at the trade offers aboard the SGS Fool's Errand. They are really looking for these super advanced quantronics components, which we have no idea where we're ever gonna find that. It looks like they want plastics as well, and also tech blocks. We do have quite a supply of tech blocks, so it might be interesting to trade them tech blocks if they have anything we want. Mostly we're looking for base metals at this point. The rest of what they have, quite expensive and not particularly interesting at that price. All of the interesting food and blocks are very expensive from these guys. So we're going to just ignore them for now. And let's take a look at expanding our hull. So the idea for expanding the hull, the next step, I suppose, first is I was talking a lot about being symmetric here, and I noticed that kind of am not particularly symmetric, I think. Let's take a look. I'd really have to count this out to see, but just drawing lines across here, I did manage to get these in the right place, which is good. Oops. Cancel that. So, at least in this direction, the symmetry is correct, but this wing here, looks much longer to me than this. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks visible along that wing, whereas this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so I managed to shift this block out, this wing out 4 blocks further than this wing, it seems. This is our center point here. So here's our center. The question is, from center, from this line, go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and hit a corner. From center here, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and hit a corner. Like, what was I thinking that this was symmetric? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Interesting. So in other words, this would have to be this wide on that side to match. And then it goes out an additional 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from there. So if we added 2 on this side, like that, then we'd have to add 3 here to get this over, to get this to match. And then I think we'd be close to symmetry. That explains a lot why this looks so asymmetric to me. So again, starting here at our center. So this line here marks our center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So let's make this part symmetric. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we really need to come out 2 more there. And then this becomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, matching this side. But then from this wall, this corner here goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, down to here. So just doing that should fix our symmetry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, all right. So that has been bothering me for a while, but now that we've cleared that up, it's more obvious. So we should move this shield generator over 1 and the power supply over 1 to match, but we're not going to do that right away because that's not really the point. That's not really that critical. Also, we really want to build out this direction to give us more room to make bridge components. And finally, I'm worried that if we move this shield, it's going to drop our shields down, and I really want to have some energy cells available before I do anything tricky with the shields. Let's build an internal wall here. Is that everything? No. We need wall here. I guess we just want a wall there. for now. Yeah, we'll do that for now. All right, and then let's extend this direction. Although now we're down to 5 hull blocks again. So we're going to have to be careful that we don't overbuild hull. See how much 5 hull blocks would get us. Not a lot. A couple rows. Do that for now. Hull blocks are easy, right? Hull blocks are steel. We are going to be low on steel because we don't have any base metals. So yes, hull blocks are steel and that's it. Okay. All right, so let's take a look over here. Still have a whole lot of logistics tasks to do. Let's get everybody just doing the logistics. Let's get those things picked up over here. Interesting, it doesn't show those as jobs. That's worrisome. I wonder if we have to have that ship selected to see the jobs on that ship. Nope, just doesn't make them into jobs. Ship unstable. Transfer. There we go. This is what I'm looking for. Transfer these blocks. We don't need these ones. Transfer all the infra, all the tech, all the energy. We'll take the soft also. We don't need whatever that stuff is. Alright, so that's how you do it. You dismantle and then you do a transfer job. Great. Okay, rules. We want rules. Ship resource rules. I'm going to select everything. And we want nothing on that ship. Bring here rule. Minimum rule. Interesting. Okay. So yeah, let's make sure they're not trying to store anything on that ship. It's just filters. Okay. And turn off show zero is great. Crew settings. Auto maintenance spacesuits on. Yeah, it's probably a good idea. And no maintenance. What's this? Toggle to automatically transfer needed resources between ships. Okay. Well, hopefully somebody goes to do that soon. Before too long, while the hull gets completed. Alright, the slavers have left. We're going to let this high speed for a while. Take a look, make sure we aren't going to run out of food. So look at that, our root vegetables has gone way up. Good. And they're asleep. Let's take a look while they're sleeping. Jimmy, of course, asleep in... Or actually, he's not asleep, he's just on his sleep schedule. Good. Low energy, feeling a little hungry. Moderate discomfort, feeling comfort. Okay, so none of them are feeling hungry, so they are eating, except for Jimmy, who managed to miss mealtime because he was on the other ship. Let's let them speed through the night. Keep the jobs up. They'll finish working on the hull tomorrow. We have 2 hull blocks left, but we are running low on resources. This is just showing us the hull blocks are low. We're going to indefinitely see hull breach until we get that ship abandoned. We do have a civilian ship incoming. We'll spend some time to trade with them, but they're probably not going to have anything we need. Energy cells being our number one need, or base metals being our number one need. energy cells would be a close second. Keeping an eye on our food. So we are gaining root vegetables and fruit, and we do have some meat. Excellent. So I think we're going to be self-sustained with 3 grow beds for a while with this crew. Ah, it's the Tessudo again. Let's take a look at the Tessudo and see if they have anything different this time. I doubt it. They're willing to pay a handsome price for fruit, though, so maybe we'll dump them all of our fruit. And what can we get in return? Money, I suppose. Doesn't really look like... Oh, sorry. This is what they're charging us. This is what they're offering to buy. I was getting that backwards. So they don't really have any needs we can fulfill right now. So we're not going to make any trades. How are we doing on the transfers? That's our main goal this episode, is to get these transfers complete. It does look like we got a bunch of infra transferred. A little confused by this display. Why does it show that there's money? Okay, so it shows money is shared between ships. I'm not sure why we're seeing numbers here that don't match these numbers. It's odd. It's a strange display. So let's let that run for a while and see if we finish those transfers. There is somebody running around over there, transferring things to the imaginary airlock here. It's Emerson. Why do I not have a people display here? Oh, it's because if I select that ship, I don't see the people. Gotcha. Alright, let's keep an eye on this. Make sure Emerson doesn't do anything stupid. It's very likely to run out of oxygen and die. It might be smart to drill a hole in the wall here, Emerson. Can we do that? It's hard to select this wall, but let's put a dismantle order on this wall, and then you can just walk straight through. Hopefully somebody will take care of that. There's also a door here we never dismantled. What is this? Kitchen. We don't need to dismantle those. Alright, they both... No, only one of them got off the ship. Tala's still on there. She is still bringing stuff to the imaginary airlock. Now it's her break time, but she's going to take her break by sitting down on this ship. Tala, you missed your boat. Yep, she's not going to do any more work. She's just going to miss her meal time. And then it's bedtime, so she's going to complain that she is feeling a little hungry. So they did manage to get quite a bit transferred off that ship today. If we look at the transfers there, still shows quite a few infra blocks. Everything else appears to be getting transferred. Looks like they prioritized the energy blocks over everything else, honestly. Showing a lot of infra, a lot of tech, and some energy, so it would be nice to finish those transfers before we jump out of here. Let's take a look. Hopefully we can get them done by speeding through. When they eat, it looks like they eat meat preferentially, so the meat goes away first. And then they did eat some fruit and some vegetables. And you don't see it transition into meals at all. It just looks like they use the kitchen to turn it into a meal, but it never goes to storage, so you don't really see a meal appear. All right, this day we've got everybody working on doing the transfers. The entire team is over there. Rapidly running out of things to do on this ship. That's excellent. There they go. Okay. So this ship is done. To verify the transfers are finished. Now there's one tech block left, but you know what? We're going to hopefully figure out how to select this and abandon. How do I abandon this ship? Abandon ship. So this does deselect. How do I abandon? I don't know. I don't want this ship anymore. Maybe if we jump everybody out, it will just automatically abandon it. I don't know. Resource settings. Nope, I don't need that. How do I do it? Maybe in ships. Here? Nope. Houston. All right. The way I did it before was in this screen. There was just a button down here that said abandon. I didn't actually do it before, I suppose. I guess we just leave. Hopefully, just leaving this with nobody there abandons it automatically. That's my plan. Where is our shuttle? Shuttle is there. Okay. Shuttle's there. As soon as we get over there, we're going to plot a jump to this sector here. Spare hyperdrive, please. On the HSS Horse. Emerson's going to go do that. The rest of the team is going to work on this ship while Emerson turns on the hyperdrive. Make sure our shuttle docks before we jump. Make sure everybody's on board. And we are ready to jump. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Not everything is prepared for hyperdrive. If you continue to jump, the following will be left behind. Yes, abandon the Cordelia, please. Great. Okay, jump to here. Drop out of hyperspace. Would be nice if these sectors were named, so we could refer to them somehow. All right, so our plan here is to prioritize the energy and the derelict, and then maybe get the noble metals if we don't run out of time. So first things first, let's tell someone to mine that energium, so that stuff is valuable to us. They do have quite a pile of supplies there. Does that show up in the inventory? No, it doesn't. So there's not really any way to see the inventory that's being transferred between two ships. I wonder what that did to the mass of the HSS Cordelia. Not too much. We still have plenty of mass available from that third hyperdrive. Great. And we did manage to expand this area enough where we could probably fit consoles in a better arrangement. So step 1, let's see if we can't move this. Will it let us rotate it in place? It does, great. All right, we did have a little bit of a technical glitch there and the game crashed, but I reloaded here with a autosave. And it looks like we didn't really lose a whole lot of progress. So I'm going to let them finish this day. There's going to be some mining occurring here on the Energium front. We're going to let them finish this day here, and hopefully we can patch these two parts together and get a complete episode out of this. The next step that we're going to do here is we're going to make a energy weapon, because now that we have room here, we can add an or a weapons console, which will give us the ability to control weapons. Won't that be exciting? In the meantime, let's take a look as they prepare for their breaks at the final status. Emerson here is feeling lonely, but excellent mood overall. Jimmy, terrible mood, experiencing major discomfort. I expect Jimmy must have spent a lot of time in a spacesuit, but he doesn't have spacesuit fatigue, so something's going on with him. It's also probable that he spent a lot of time doing resource industrial activity that has a tendency to be in extremely uncomfortable areas right now. So now that we did collect a large amount of infra blocks from the claimable ship that we just saw, I'm going to leave it off here with just sticking a bunch of doors into existing doorways, with the hope that this drops the general discomfort in this area by isolating these various machines from each other. So that should do it there. We're going to use a lot of infra this way, but that's been the plan all along, right? So look at that. Now we'll have doorways here. And next episode we can see, once they build those, will that improve our comfort? Until then, thanks for watching. This has been Corknut in Space Haven. The adventures of Emerson, Jimmy, Madeline, and Tala aboard the HSS Horus, the HSS Horus. And join me again next time. Bye-bye.